for Knight and Sodium right now, they have to win this to be able to keep going right now. And you see right now, Sodium setting up for a dirty Tetris, gets it in, oh, actually they can set up for another one, and the eyepiece just in time. Beautifully done for Sodium. And now Sodium back to a very neutral board here. Cole with the neutral board as well, but even through that clean right there, Sodium still has the lead. Still with that 69%, 70% Tetris rate here.
But also Sodium is ahead on line, so the lead might nominally not be as big depending on how efficient Cole is. But we are about to head into the transit for both of our players at the bottom, and Meme has gone to level 20, 610 for Meme, 505 for Knight.
Yeah, Meme right now just maintaining such a clean board, although does have that J dependency there, but took care of that. Gonna keep going for the Tetris, and that's a dangerous Tetris to go for. You know, you set yourself a JL dependency to go for that Tetris. Oh, and Cole. While I was looking at the top game over there, Cole unfortunately topped out, and Sodium is gonna stay alive and take their first game and get it to 2-1. So no 3-0 here for Cole.
Yeah, so one more game, one more chance to bring it to a decider. We've seen a good jump of those in fish drop over there for Knight. Oh, execution.
Well done.
Well played.
Yeah, but that, hey, you know what? OP's gotta come back and cause you problems again.
See, now you're manifesting.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like those O pieces have been causing Knight so much consternation this whole particular game here.
Meme is actually having to do a bit of burning here, so slow down in pace. This Knight
goes J. Oh, actually, just gonna go for a dirty Tetris? No, just goes for the triple. Wants to play it a little bit safe. I think they know that they have a distinctive lead because of that crazy O-piece burst, that they have a little bit of room to be able to play safe.
And currently, obviously, Meme would love to win this game, but Meme is not the one that is in a do-or-die situation. That is Knight. The pressure is mostly on Knight in this game. So Meme can, play it the way that she wants. As Knight trying to get the right pieces, the well is open, but even if the long bar comes, that's a triple. And now set up for row 2. That's the Tetris.
There it is, boom. Tetris for Knight. Oh, of course, yeah. He's trying to clear up that column 2. And unfortunately, so you look at this. Again, the O piece is coming back in vengeance, forcing Knight to just keep blocking column 2.
There's only one line left. All right, here it is, 29, down by 147,000, and Meme is still on the level 19 speeds, actively playing.
Nice, that's a triple. Unfortunately, not a Tetris, but Knight clearly staying alive here, doing very well in this situation.
There's the max for Meme.
Ooh, and Meme forced to create a little bit of a gap over there.
Yeah, those holes are actually not the easiest to deal with. That's only a split double. Oh my gosh, a dirty.
Oh, and then, wow. Thank you, Tetris RNG right there. Beautifully done in another Tetris. So Meme firing on all cylinders here in this game number 3, trying to take it over Knight in a 3-0.
Yeah, but it's also a tough position that Knight's in. Not only is Knight playing from behind, but also is ahead by several levels now too.
Right.
So it's trying to kind of chase down the score that Meme currently has, and then also just trying to do the best that they can before we hit super kill screen.
Yeah, and Sodium right now having a little bit of trouble getting into that column 10. That T-piece is going to do it, and now they're ready for a Tetris. Where's the IT?
Oh, misdrops over there for Knight. And that's good enough for anything. Knight's going to top at 906. Meme at 1,155,000 advances to top 16.
Wow, but I mean, honestly, Knight played amazing, and you know what? That O burst at the beginning was just absolutely devastating, but Knight handled it so well, was able to stay in the game, but man, there's just sometimes you just look at the game and you're just like, why? Why did you do this to me? So, but again, round of applause for Knight. Well played. Great job. Congratulations to Knight. But unfortunately, their run ends here, and it will be Meme that continues forward.
Yeah, the run has been officially sunsetted.
Yes. However, was that a Knight?
Yes, it is. Well, it is.
All right, well done, well done. Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Oh, look at that. Meme popping off into the camera over there. But Cole and Sodium are not done yet. Cole would like to be done if they could take this game here. We're gonna get the Tetris. Meanwhile, Sodium unable to get the Tetris, but also very far behind in points right now. And as you can see, the Tetris rate at only 32% here. So definitely been having to do a lot of cleaning during this game.
Yeah. Was able to win the last game. Cole had an unfortunate early top out in level 19. So their momentum shift did happen, but still, it's do or die for Sodium. Wants to force a decider, wants to put even more pressure on Cole, because when your opponent, you're up 2-0 and now your opponent has brought it back to 2-2, mentally, you have to do so much to, not get in your own head.
Yes.
Like, I can't believe I blew a 2-0 lead.
Right, because when you have that 2-0 lead, you're like, I've got all this space to, not be too worried, and then all of a sudden, you're at a 2-2, and you're just like, wait, what happened? Ooh, interesting. Okay. I mean, Cole trying to get through this. Yeah, again, always like the wrong side. Okay, the T-piece is great right there. T-piece in those little like jagged T setups over there have the, dual parity. You can put it in either direction, which helps so much. That's why a lot of people, when you ask them, there's always those, goofy questions out there, like, what's your favorite Tetris piece? A lot of people do say that, the T-piece is their favorite because it helps you in so many different situations. Personally, I don't like the T-piece.
If I were to create like a tier list, my S tier piece would be the L piece.
Oh yeah? L piece, interesting, okay.
It has so much versatility on getting pieces, or helping you burn down the left when it's up really high. And especially for my play style, you can get an L piece higher flat than you can a long bar piece vertical.
Right. For sure. And yeah, because we play on right wells, L in particular over the J piece. Oh, no, actually, I don't know if that was an accidental early slide right there, or if Cole just had almost kind of like a left-right dyslexic moment right there. Still has that transitions here. Needs to find that L piece, gets it. Oh, nice, like minor adjustment right at the very end, that micro adjustment. Now they just need that I piece, and there it is. Boom, Tetris for Cole. And Sodium right now is trying to get Tetris themselves, waiting for that same line piece, gets it. Oh no, actually it's a different line piece. That's the same line piece right there for Knight. Unfortunately there, I-piece dependency, but look at that I-piece. And then the L piece right away. Oh gosh, that's a great L piece there as well. There you go.
Cole with a 134,000 point lead, as Sodium has now finally brought this board back into almost back into a score.
Yeah.
Now Tetris ready.
Yeah, the pieces that Sodium have been getting have been forcing them to create a lot of JL dependencies. And there we go, a Tetris right there for Cole. Oh yeah, that piece wasn't gonna help. A beautiful burn right there. It was so well done.
Lead still kind of around this 130,000 mark, so if there is any consolation, Sodium has been matching Cole's efficiency. Oh, nice! Whoa! What a burn on them from Sodium! Wow! Wow! I can't believe he found that.
Yes, I was like, saw the matrix on that one right there, and the reward, a Tetris right there. But now it needs another J. There it is. Not gonna be able to get a Tetris just yet. Oh God! Oh, oops! Did accidentally place that eyepiece flat right there. not going to be a problem. Going to be able to fix this up in just in time for another Tetris. So 48% Tetris rate. Sodium is still very far behind here. A little over 4 Tetrises behind. Oh, but look at this stack right here from Cole. Oh no, and then just blocked it just at the eyepiece.
And that only burns one line. Right now, Cole having to downstack this. This is perfect news for Sodium as he is clean. He is Tetris ready. Cole bringing the board down. It's a little bit more calm now. Just trying to open up the well. Nice double.
Yeah.
Not out of it yet though.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what Sodium means right now, because you can see that 4 Tetris lead dropping to 2 Tetrises, and you know what? Cole still has to do more cleaning right now. So Sodium trying to avoid the upset. 10th seed, doesn't want to lose to the 23rd seed here. Oh, but a Tetris for Cole.
You can see that sigh of relief.
Yeah. Like I said, that Tetris sigh of relief, that exhale that you see that every Tetris player does. Oh,
right now, Sodium getting some rough pieces, looking to try and get this well open. That whole long bar dependency. Sodium, nicely done. Oh, can't get that to the right. Needs the eyepiece, needs it now. And he has to get over to the left now instead of the right. Sodium down. And that hang is going to do it. Sodium knocks out at 8:38. And Cole, for the second year in a row, advances back to top 16.
Yeah, but beautifully done right there for Sodium. Great play from Sodium over there, getting all the way here. Couldn't quite make it to the top 16 bracket, but it will be Cole who moves on, and you can see how excited they are for getting to this point. And we got the Cole fans out there. I think we can call the group out there maybe the coal miners or something like that. I mean, I don't know, but
they yearn for the mines, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But shout outs again to the players over here, and also shout outs to everybody out there who has continued to donate to the Matcherino. Again, you know, hopefully somebody can get the Matcherino link into the chat. $13,166.37 already donated here. So again, appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah, what we have, I believe, one more group to go through.
Okay.
And man, this round 1 has been wild. It's been mind blowing. I mean, there's moments where we've been left speechless, not even by the sheer display of skill, but by some of the absurdity of some of the stuff. Because that O game,
that was just the most ridiculous thing. I mean, seriously.
Like it might have been a little bit unprofessional, but to just see a spectacle like that, it's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey, look, when you get something like that, we have to call it out.
Yeah,
because, like, I mean, honestly, it's unfathomable to have that situation. And again, the hardest thing about the O piece is that when the O does not have a good place to be put, it is very difficult to manage because the way when the O piece drops down, it just repeats itself. And if that's the only place it can be put, the O's just end up stacking on top of each other, and you just create the worst column in the world, you know?
Yeah, and in Knight's case in particular, it was that Knight was in the middle of a down stack, and so then the O had to go there because the other side was being worked on in order to bring the level down so the hole can be accessed safely.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a tough situation to navigate. But like I said, all these players have been playing amazingly, been able to handle most of these situations. You know, honestly, again, like I said, Tetris is just like such a cool game because there's so many different versions of this game too, right? And every single one of them gets played in very different ways. And one of the versions that's very close to my heart and very just so exciting that we actually get a Tetris the Grandmaster 4, you know, is the Grandmaster series. And shout outs to Arika for continuing. And like I said, even if you looked 5 years ago, I felt like there was no chance we were ever going to get TGM 1 or 2 on any modern consoles or platform, and we got those versions. You can get TGM 1 and 2 on Steam, PlayStation, and on the Switch right now. And then, against all odds, Tetris the Grandmaster 4 comes out and has introduced the craziest things and sorts of new ways. Shout outs to Arika. Check out Tetris the Grandmaster 4. Only available on Steam right now, but definitely worth a pickup.
Definitely over pickup, and you want to get your practice in because next year, who knows, we might have another tournament, and maybe you can be the person to take down Green Team, the final boss. We'll see. But Kingsman is ready to introduce our next group. So Kingsman, take it away.
Thank you, James and Shark Day. We are at the end of it. We got one more block to go. This will set tomorrow's top 16. So let's get the players up and let's do it. First up on CT1, to my right will be Eyeball versus Broden. Along with Dog, the two-time former world champion versus Laser. And over on CT2 to my left, we're gonna have Tristop versus Bendy. And Huff the Stuff versus Tetris time. James Sharkey, it's go time.
Is there a big?
Hold on. Can we hear it again for Eyeball real quick? Speed runner and for Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, it's all Super Mario crew. Oh, okay. Right. That makes sense now. Okay.
Still, all the players, we get to see Doggy and Eyeball, been gassing them all up. I mean, he got 3rd seed. It was like watching Eyeball qual. It was like tremendous.
Yeah.
I was the one that casted that. And so then, watching him get 3rd seed, setting the bar that high at the beginning of the tournament.
Yeah, and again, getting 3rd seed nowadays requires, 15 max out. It's insane, right? I mean, even the person on the bubble was 4 max outs. You have to be able to max out to even get into the gold bracket, and not only that, you have to get 4 of them.
And a high 900 kicker.
Yeah.
Because if you got 4 maxes in just 700, whoa, there is smoke.
Whoa, yeah, you're right. We got a fog machine going on here. We got fog machines here.
Ooh.
Nice.
And that's how you know the play's about to be absolutely fire.
Yeah, and we see all that back there. And just as a reminder, TGM4 is available on Steam. So yeah, here we go.
Yeah, but of course, then we're gonna have Dog versus Laser.
We'll be here.
I swear, this matchup always finds this a way to happen in CTWC because it's happened multiple times.
Oh man. I just want to see right now. Okay, Laser doesn't have a rival listed there because I feel like
it might as well be Dog at this point.
Right? Yeah. Oh man. I like though that Dog actually has his brother listed as one of the rivals, and as well as Scooty as well.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, Dog is on the opposite side of the bracket of Scooty. So
they can only
meet in the finals.
Right, the only way they can run into each other is in the finals. Then basically, right? Okay.
So it is possible. But of course, Laser also a very popular speed cuber too. I said there is a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
Cubing.
I mean, I just feel like, oh yeah, you can play Tetris, play Minecraft, you speed cube, just like dealing with squares all over the place. Yeah, and look at that, Super Mario Brothers 2J. Oh, is it? I don't know what the J stands for, but any percent former world record holder. Dude, soccer champion.
Yeah.
4x400 meter relay. Wow, crazy.
Gold medalist. And he's looking by tomorrow to also be a gold trophyist.
Yes. trying to get that Tetris piece, which of course started off as a T piece, like the trophy, but has been since changed to the J piece in honor of Jonas. So again, shout outs to Jonas, who has just done so much for this community. Yeah.
I mean, without him, you know, it's hard to say that a lot of what we have built here could have happened.
Absolutely. And again, even when Joseph eventually dethroned him after winning 7 of 8 CTWCs, I mean, I still remember his speech. It was one of the most gracious speeches. You know, he talked about how it was exciting to see new players come in, and sure enough, what Joseph did was he just brought in more new, younger players and created all of this in his own way, right? So, I mean, even like, for example, I don't know if you'd be here if Jonas hadn't done that. I don't know if most of these players would be here.
Yeah, I mean, I was inspired by that, and then
and so there's just the whole cascade, you know, of these players and what Jonas has done. And like I said, even when, you know, it started becoming apparent that, you know, Daz wasn't going to be able to keep up with the hyper-typing as much, Jonas traveled all around the world. He went to China, he went to Europe, and all these different places to continue to promote, you know, classic Tetris to as many people as he could, because he loved the game, and it's one of those things. If you love the game, the more people who play it, the more joy you feel, honestly.
When, you know, talking about players that are from, you know, that came in that Joseph era, you know, one of them is up on screen right now, Brodendam. He's part of, like, where I would say, you know, like my class of players, like, you know,
right, your generation.
Joseph. You know, he came from that era, and, you know, made his debut, I believe it was in one of the West Coast qualifiers, like back in 2018 or 2019, somewhere around there. And
you know, just as a reminder too, that, you know, the Jonas Cup still happens at the former home of Classic Tetris World Championships, which is the Retro Portland Gaming Expo. Again, great venue too. I love going there and playing all the little arcade games that they had over there. Some that I can't find anywhere else, right? Really want one of those F-Zero arcade machines, by the way. But and so to preserve the legacy for the greatest Daz player of all time, potentially, you know, the Jonas Cup is a Daz-only tournament as the main event run in Portland. But they do have, you know, just an open tournament there as well, right? So. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's count down.
Come on, everybody, count down with us. Here we go. In
3, 2, 1, Tetris! All right, here we go. Let's see if Eyeball can try to speed run his way through this match over here, but obviously Brodendam gonna be trying to play spoiler to that.
He's trying to play Bowser.
Yeah, exactly. So in other words, he's gonna be singing songs about peaches, right? So, all right. Dog, of course, 2-time champion, back-to-back champion. And, you know, interestingly enough, you know, obviously the 2 championships came during the online period, but that also means that, you know, the pool of players that Dog had to, you know, surpass is huge.
Yeah. I mean, that 2020 era was, like, truly, like, one of the most insane tournaments, because remember, Dog played Corion, if I'm not mistaken, in 2020 in the group brackets, and that was like one of the most insane things, because, you know, Corion, the final boss to see,
Right.
consistency overlord, and then, you know, Dog coming in and playing it, you know, started playing, you know, roughly around 2019, having to go up against him.
Beautiful micro adjustment right there from Brodendam. And Dog, of course, Dog and Andy, his brother Andy, obviously, 2 of the strongest players currently in, was it Dog that did the, oh nice, gets a T-tuck right there, was the one that got the flip, right?
The Rebirth?
Yeah, the Rebirth,
Yes.
yeah, okay. I forgot the official term, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
you figured it out,
Yeah.
thank you, appreciate it.
The flip.
Yes.
those rust S&Zs.
Right.
Laser, a little bit in trouble. Can easily downstack this. It's just a matter of how efficient. I think that's where a lot of digs on 18 come down to. For these players, the way how high caliber they are, it's not a matter of if they can downstack.
Right.
It's about how costly it is.
Right, and look at this. I mean, Laser is just not getting an eyepiece to put down there, so gonna go for the triple bird there. Finally gets the eyepiece, kind of in a situation where it was more awkward than helpful.
This is yikes.
Dude, look.
Laser will definitely like to burn through this, and oh no, good L timing. That left side is open, hoping for an eyepiece. Eyepiece doesn't come. This is it.
Wow.
Top out from Laser. Dog is good for game number 1.
I mean, look, if you know anything about like Tetris strategies and where you want to put pieces, those were some bad pieces. Those are some bad pieces. So, you know, definitely can't blame Laser for that top out there. It was just a really unfortunate situation.
Eyeball got an additional force working for him. If you could probably hear it through our microphones, but every time he scores a Tetris, you just hear a boom, and it's not from us. But we'll see here, hopefully.
There we go.
And
oh yeah, I mean, obviously Eyeball would like to get at least, you know, 6 booms, right? Because that's the most you can get when you get the flagpole, right? So, you know,
right now, Broden looking to try and bring this down, having to put a decent amount of weight on that right-hand side.
that one, you can do a split bird, yeah. For sure, that was set up perfectly for that.
I love how everyone has their own favorite maneuvers. So for you, it's like the split double. For it's the flat bar burn.
Oh yeah, flat bar burns are really nice too.
For me, it's the T-spin tuck.
Oh right, okay. Like especially in the right columns over there, yeah.
Broden able to finally open up the wheel. Eyeball currently with a 100,000 point lead as we are closing in on the level 19 transition.
I think there was a little bit of a mistake right there from Eyeball, but easily recovered. However, there is, I was about to say some high level of LJ dependencies, but then got like 3 Js like really fast, so no problem. There you go. Boom. Tetris for Eyeball.
There's another Tetris. Things looking pretty calm up top. Down at the bottom, Laser once again just more uncomfortable board state.
Yeah.
But finally, the long bar does able to bring the board down.
Meanwhile, Dog can't find anything to put down for the double, the 2 wide flat space down there. Finally got the OBs for that. It's interesting because, you know, 3 of the pieces are good for that, right? Just the LJ and the O. And then for the, you know...
Oh, that's transition for Eyeball.
Oh, no! Okay.
Well is open.
Okay, but he's going for the burn. He is definitely trying to... Oh.
That eyepiece.
Okay.
That was the one time where the eyepiece was not wanting because it created an isolated dependency. But now the well is open. Closes it up temporarily. Covers it up with an accidental double flip. Reopens up the hole. Going for a couple of flat burns.
Okay, now it needs another eyepiece. Where? Okay, no, actually just playing it safe. Playing it safe.
And there it is. Tetris.
Tetris for Eyeball. So there it is, the J piece that he needed, and back to a neutral board here.
And another Tetris for Eyeball.
Yeah.
130,000 point lead for Eyeball up top at 577. Broden at 473. Down at the bottom, 286, 92.
And Broden now with a missed drop right there. And, you know, this isn't modern standard Tetris rules. You weren't going to be able to get any pieces in there.
Yeah, oh, wait. Hold on. That was an incredibly efficient solve.
Ooh,
Wasn't able to get a Tetris out of it, but that was...
All clear! Let's go.
Really? No cheers for the all clear?
No, you do not get any special points for getting it all clear.
Yeah. You might not get special points, but it's cool.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You get cool points.
Yeah, you get cool
points. Oh, see, we were talking about the OBs, you know, when you don't have any places put it flat.
Oh, nice. There's a Tetris for eyeball.
Okay. Uh-oh. Accidental early rotation, and now Brodendamp with a couple, one of those mistakes that cascaded a little bit into a couple of mistakes back to back created this landscape for him. Gonna be able to get through. Oh, okay, great pieces right there. Yeah, and it's through there, and it's gonna burn all the way down. So back to the neutral board here.
There is another Tetris for eyeball. We're looking at this is max out pace. Might need some 29 play if RNG decides to be a little bit.
Wait, come on, where's the eyepiece? Again, we're getting the drought right here.
Oh, those are some good flat burns over there from eyeball. That's gonna open up the well.
And the eyepiece, there you go.
Really putting the eye in eyeball there.
Right, dog right now. Oh, flat burn right there. As you mentioned, Kingsman really likes that. We got one right there for dog. Beautifully done. And a laser.
Broden, hold on. Look at this board. It's getting even more complicated. These old pieces are poorly timed.
Okay, that's gonna work. Oh no, actually rotate. Yeah.
Oh, and another over rotation. Broden's gonna top it at 569. Eyeball is good for game number
1. Alright, game number 1 for eyeball. And meanwhile, dog and laser are still going down here. Remember, laser had that really unfortunate game number 1. And so dog nursing a 1-game lead here. Still hasn't transitioned yet, but laser already in the level 19.
And now it's dog. Players separated by 5,000 points, but laser is a level ahead, so dog has the point advantage. Of course, players are going to get started on game 2-1.
Whoa, there's something going on one of the other streams. Hear a lot of murmuring from the crowds over here. That was a nice burn right there for laser. There we go. Boom, Tetris for laser. Dog is set up for a Tetris as well. Just waiting for that eyepiece. A little bit of a mini drought there, but managed to finally get it.
Nice burns over there for dog. Tetris ready. Only one Tetris separates these two nominally, but in terms of pace, dog does have the advantage. And as you like to say, that's definitely illustrated by the Tetris rate difference.
Eyeball had a little bit of a tough situation, but has managed to clear it really well. Nicely done.
Tetris over here for dog. Laser also been knocked down in Tetris. Now we've reached one of those points to where the players are playing clean, so it's a great moment for you to just like take in the good stacking.
Yeah, I think if you look at this right now, all 4 players are at least 60% or above in Tetris rates right now, so they're all feeling very comfortable here, and I'm playing very, very efficiently. Oh, that's one of my favorite too, the LJ into the 2x2.
I think for me personally, CTWC is like one of the best ways to learn stacking, because I do remember after CTWC 2019 having experienced that, it just felt like the weighted clothing was off. It's like it's like I got a Zenkai boost because I was knocked out the tournament. So after that, it's like I got a Zenkai boost, and 2 weeks later, I got my first max.
Oh, nice.
So I feel like watching CTWC, especially when you have clean play like this, where these players are just having these efficient solves, it's a great way to learn and a great way. Oh my God! Missed over there.
That was so nice. Wow, last second too.
Anything to avoid burning a line, and it paid off. There's the Tetris for dog. 948 to now 889.
Yeah, again, every player plays so efficiently, but laser now with a couple of unfortunate pieces keeps having to loop the the IJL dependency.
And hold on, this is actually super dangerous, because remember, laser progressed in the game faster than dog, and we are closing in on level 29.
Yep.
And eyeball's getting hit with a tons of Z's, really trying to send him to sleep up there.
Dude, eyeball. A laser couldn't get the eyepiece that he needed.
And this drought, hold on. Needs this eyepiece, might just be forced to go.
There it is.
There's the dirty Tetris.
Okay.
And look at that.
Okay.
Right
meeting point right here. You can breathe a sigh of relief here. And you saw how I talked about it before. You know, as soon as that was a situation where the landscape was not known to Laser, and so Laser immediately just kind of flattened it out and now is digging slowly through there. So very well done.
Yeah, Laser just passed that max threshold. Dog with a 140,000 point lead.
Yeah, this is a tough situation because even being this far ahead in lines, Laser is still behind by just under 3 Tetrises. Really is going to have to rely on Dog topping out pretty soon.
A small misdrop over there from Dog, so that left side will have to be addressed. Able to get that J piece over and brought the stack all the way down to the bottom, so now can restart the rebuilding process, build that foundation, and ready to score Tetris eventually, hopefully.
I swear, every time I see like players getting those nice tucks at this speed, at level 29 speed, it just blows my mind. Oh, okay. Still okay, obviously. But again,
But Laser's running out of time.
right, if you're not getting any Tetrises, then yeah, Dog just has to play consistently and safely from this point
Laser
forward.
has been getting Tetrises though, because if you look at the Tetris differential, it's only 1.4, but hold on, that left side, Laser can't hit the 5 tap. That's going to be a top out. Dog is good for game number 2 at 1.229 million.
Right. Okay. And as you can see on the top right there, Eyeball and Broden.
Ooh, great adjustment for Eyeball right there. Saw that the J piece was next, and instead of creating, like, essentially swapping the parity of the LJ dependency, he just threw the I piece over in a good spot, center stack, and utilized that J piece.
Oh, nice from Broden right there. Just to shift that eyepiece to the other side to create that solve over there with the mirror image, essentially, by shifting the parity. It's interesting because once you know Tetris and you talk about the parity and stuff like that, like, you know exactly what people mean, but like, to people not familiar, it just sounds weird.
People not familiar with the concept of parity.
Oh.
Imagine a checkerboard.
Is that an inside joke?
A little bit.
Okay,
but
okay.
Actually, like, to help, like, understand
Right,
the
yeah.
concept of parity, like, imagining a checkerboard does help where, you know, even parity would be, like, black and white.
Yeah. I mean, the tough thing about it is like a lot of the situations that you have, for example, can only be solved by an S piece. But if you can shift the parity, and then it would be solved by a Z piece, you know, and how you do that, you would look for a T piece. The T piece is how you change the parity of those kind of requirements there, you know, stuff like that. It's really fascinating because it's such a big part of this game. Every version, all levels. It's a very, very big part of this game.
Tetris for Laser. Dog has been having a little bit of trouble getting kind of established here on game number 3, but Laser, of course, in the do or die situation that we've seen so many times today.
Oh, actually, nice double bird there, but now looking for the L piece. Oh, there it is.
Ooh,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, I think that was a good decision right there, but it just didn't create.
The pieces that followed just didn't. I saw the idea.
Yeah.
Saw the vision. The pieces just did not want that vision
Right.
to be realized.
Oh, I saw Dog almost went for the flat eyepiece bird, but then was like, you know what? I don't want to give Kingsman that satisfaction. So.
769 for Eyeball, 578 for Brodendam. Currently, Eyeball almost at a 200,000 point lead.
Okay, actually, oh, great pieces for Eyeball. Perfect right there. And a boom Tetris for Eyeball. Brodendam doing a little bit of cleaning, but in a good situation. Dog needs a tuck right
Nice
here.
drop for Broden. It's going to result in a minimum of 4 burns. And Eyeball just keep on going strong here. Another Tetris for Eyeball.
Needs a tuck there, but that does create that awkward column 9 for Laser. I was gonna skim. Yep, there it is. And another Tetris. Nice. Well done. Well done. Well handled. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. That was so clean from Dog. I have not seen that kind of a solve before.
Brodendam, a little bit of a precarious situation. Not too troubling, but oh, that hang now makes it definitely troubling enough. That same kind of misdrop we saw last game. Now Broden is fighting for his life, able to get the O piece all the way over to the left. Now trying to down stack, nice, able to get that piece over to the right. He made it alive. The down stack is immaculate. He needs to get the T piece over to the right, gets that O piece over there to the left. Look at this survival, gets the J piece, burns the double, burns the triple, keeps him alive. Look at this down stack by Broden. A couple more burns, maybe an eye piece would help out more.
Right, but you know, he's in a safe situation right now.
It's a lot more burnable.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You gotta give a round of applause to that.
Nice.
Well, it's open and wait, the well is open. No!
Broden did that on purpose. No, just kidding.
Well, we're about to purposely go into 29 as Eyeball with a 1.149, almost a 400,000 point lead.
God, what a dig right there from Broden. Damn. That was a
And only one line to burn.
burn.
Okay, there it is. That's the burn line. Broden is now in 29, down by 366,000. Eyeball is still trying to down stack. That left side is also in some danger. Can't get the 5 tap. Now, hold on. There is a chase down opportunity. Broden needs 1,172,000. 358,000 posts. It's not trivial.
Yeah, this is tough right here. That is a lot of points to have to go for.
Okay, good eye piece. Needed that to bring the stack down.
Oh, actually, that's okay. That's okay.
Triple. There is still time,
Yeah.
but not necessarily a lot, because like you said, it is a lot of points.
Yeah.
And look at these jacket pieces. That's terrible to see right there as well.
Yeah. Okay. O piece over there to the side. And yeah, so I mean, this is all singles, and you're just not getting a lot of points from these singles. There's the flat burn right there, but now needs another eye piece.
He's open. Okay, good.
It's a triple. It's a triple. Didn't quite get the.
Setting up for a center wheel Tetris here in column 4. But the drop gonna start sticking. Broden with the top out gets Eyeball. Game number 2.
That's how it always goes when you need that one eye piece just to get your stack all the way back down to a manageable place. The drought.
But hella props over there to Broden for surviving that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was phenomenal.
Well played, well played. Again, it's crazy how well played these games are for the person who actually loses. It's almost heartbreaking in a lot of ways, you know? Man.
Yeah, we have reached transition down at the bottom though. Dog now this time behind in points. So Laser trying to force a game 4. But right now, Laser trying to bring this stack down. Oh, that is perfect.
Yeah.
Those flat burns, nice double rotation.
Nice.
Wait, whoa.
Look.
There is a drought developing. Oh my gosh.
What the heck? Oh, of course.
And Laser just can't do anything, so that's the top out for Laser. Tops out at 542. Dog needs 543.
Dog just needs to take out his opponent here, so as long as he remains laser focused right now, he should be able to do this.
Dang it, James, I wanted to make that point. And there it is, Dog surviving the drought that killed Laser. 47 pieces.
Wow.
Eye piece.
That is just brutal. And now just half a Tetris left to go. And yep, gets the eye piece. And you can see right now, Dog's just playing very calmly, very safely. No reason to go for anything crazy. Only at level 22. Only 5,000. And now just needs one more line, maybe? Okay, 2 lines. There it is. There it is.
Dog takes game number 3 and advances to top 16 yet again for, is that 5 or 6 years in a row? No, 2020.
I think so. I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4. For 6 years in a row, advancing to top 16.
yeah, that's crazy. I mean, is it like maybe even top 4 for like all 6 of
Dog is for all 5 years because we're in the 6th year right now.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But Dog
Okay.
has always been semis minimum.
Okay, yeah. I mean, again.
We're talking about LeBron James level of concern.
Oh, man. Don't say that. Anyways. Yeah, very well. I mean, to have that kind of consistency in the face of this kind of competition is amazing.
It like doesn't work anymore.
So now all of our attention focuses on our last, oh, nice bits. Our attention focuses on the last match here on CT1. Eyeball versus Brodendem. Eyeball is currently up 2-0. Brodendem needs to win this game to force a game 4, not even force it to decide, just to extend the set.
Yeah, which is a frustration right there. Needed the L piece and got the J's instead. But has managed to clean up, and as you can see right there, a 92% Tetris rate. Oh, that's still early. It's only 40 lines in, okay.
I mean, 40
Still impressive, yeah. Definitely not trying.
We've seen a 678 today from Scooty, so.
Right. Scooty, who did manage to break the record in the super kill screen era. A little bit of a jagged T situation, but man, back-to-back T's when you, in that situation, just what the doctor ordered. What the Dr. Mario ordered.
And there's another bit from Eyeball. I think that was probably the most strategic bit I've seen this time.
Yeah, that was a really nice play right there. Brodendam right now needs to clear through. Okay, that was a beautiful bird right there for Brodendam. Brodendam has himself set up.
There's a couple burns going to be forced over here from Eyeball, but oh, those oh wait, an L piece would actually be perfect for a burn here. Nice.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Great pullback. But not the L piece.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Skim
and Tetris. Wow. Well done.
That's one of my favorite parts about commentary, just being able to see it, like see the vision and watch it happen in real time as the pieces fall.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Followed up with Doug, Tetris ready, and Tetris.
Boom, Tetris for Eyeball here.
Oh, nice. Wow. Someone's been practicing puzzles. These adjustments are quite phenomenal. Except, okay, maybe not that one. I saw the vision, but now this does mean that Broden has a chance to close the gap.
Gonna slide, yep, got that. A nice, beautiful stuff right there for Eyeball.
408 for Eyeball, 384 for Broden.
Yeah, I mean, they're neck and neck right now. They're both at 75% Tetris rate here. Both at, same line count right here. So these players right now are, it's going to come down to like one sequence of having to, so I think Eyeball actually
that is insane, James. I can't believe you just done that.
I commentator cursed him, I'm sorry.
I can't believe you have done this.
Okay, actually, good pieces right there. Okay, and there it is. He's clear now. He's just waiting for the eyepiece. We gonna get another drought here because, of course. Come on. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you got off light this time.
Boom, Tetris for Eyeball, and boom, Tetris for Brodendam.
Currently in the lead by 3 Tetrises, cut down to 2 following that Tetris from Eyeball. So 523 for Broden, 469 for Eyeball.
Right.
Both players added Tetris.
Again, I was saying like it was going to come down to one of the players having to do some cleanup and such because they were just equal, and right until commentators cursed them. So,
I mean, did you really commentators curse? Because Chris Tank said that CT1 was cursed.
Oh, okay. So
think about all the anomalies we've had on CT1.
Okay.
The great O game.
In other words, blame Chris Tank. Okay, I'm down. I'm down with that. Okay, we can do that.
You still have to take some blame. Speaking about that, we are going into level 19.
Okay.
Eyeball is down this time around as Broden transitions at 595.
Yeah. And so both of them are set up for Tetrises here. And there it is. Boom. Tetris for Brodendam. And boom. Tetris for Eyeball. Oh, that was so nice.
Nice. Another good overhang over here from Eyeball, able to get those pieces over to the left. Gonna take the safety burns.
He went for the riskier burn right there for the L piece.
And
It's working out for him, but where's that I piece again?
we're waiting, and there it is. Just great drought management on both players' sides.
Yeah,
Because
but-
Broden doesn't even look phased.
Yeah, but the problem right now is, so the parity in that little well right there for Eyeball was causing him a little bit of problems here. And of course,
Nice adjustment.
yeah, and finally gets the eyepiece while the well is open on the side.
These adjustments by Eyeball kind of remind me of Dingler last year during a matchup against Sidnev.
A little bit of a miss drop right there from Brodendam. Accidentally slid the piece a little bit too early. Gonna have to just sacrifice that Tetris. Gonna go for a dirty
Yeah,
column 9 Tetris. And here we go, back to the neutral board, although he needs an L or J, and he got one. So there we go, boom.
Nice miss over there from Eyeball. Aggressive, and it pays off. Tetris for Eyeball.
Okay, now how does he get through there? Oh, actually just gets another Tetris here. Needs an O piece there on the side. Actually gonna not chase that, so I like that decision. Yeah,
Both
paying
these
off.
have been having such accurate placements.
Yeah, with pieces that have not been as friendly as they'd like. And yeah, they've been doing some great stuff with those pieces.
Another misshot by Broden, but if the right pieces come, it might not be as complicated to dig out of.
Oh, that was
Both players actually running into issues on 25.
Yeah.
Eyeball's out of his. Well is open.
Now, Brodendam right now still trying to get through there. Okay.
And
That needs something for column 2, but he's not getting.
oh no,
Where's the rotation?
more rotation issues. Broden now back in a similar situation as last game, having to survive up this high, and that hang is going to be fatal. As a high up, he's not over.
Gonna take it 3-0 over Brodendam. And you can hear, obviously, his fan base over here definitely cheering him on. Well played for Eyeball.
Now our international representatives, we have SB and Eyeball, two players not from America, now making it into the top 16.
All right, okay, Eyeball, I see you. I could do this all day. Game. There you go. You see the Super Mario crew over there cheering him on, and they're still right there.
Yeah.
They're still there.
But of course,
All
we
right.
do have more, we still have a match on CT2. So if you want to watch, we're not going to spoil what's going on. You got to go
Oh, yeah,
to
of
Classic
course.
Tetris 2 on Twitch to watch that, or go to the Classic Tetris archive.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube, it's always going to be found under Classic Tetris over there. And I mean, you want to see if you can, use that gold Tetris piece to win a trip here potentially.
Play more Red Bull Tetris. what? I think I got 70,000 last time.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess, but even before we get to that, one of the things that I would like to do is, again, just kind of remind you of all the groups out there that have helped make this event happen. It's without them, like it's impossible to run an event like this, to give you guys so much cool content and such great matches, and just watching records fall over and over and over again.
Year after year, consistently. I think that's still the craziest thing to me. Is like, surely the records are going to slow. We can't keep breaking records every single year, and we're proven wrong every time.
How many records can my records break? More records. So I want to give a shout out to, obviously, look, we have to give credit to the Tetris company, of course. Always continuing to produce great versions of Tetris and allowing a lot of companies to do very different takes on it as well. Tetris Effect, obviously TGM4, we've got the Puyo Puyo Tetris games and such. So, you know, again, this is a game that can be played in like 1,000 different ways. Tetris 99, I mean, there's just so many ways to play this in. Shout outs to Mr. Rogers for being out here, Mr. Hank Rogers for joining us out here for this event. And obviously this is taking place at the SoCal Gaming Expo. And
Yes. Speaking of SoCal Gaming Expo, make some noise!
And as I mentioned, obviously Tetris the Grandmaster 4, Arika has that out available for you guys to download on Steam right now. So make sure you pick that up.
Get your practice in. We can't let green tea just go uncontested.
Exactly. Come on, you gotta challenge him. I mean, there's a lot of those crazy players out there. You know, I mean, like you see all the replays, all the records, like Wumbo and all those guys out there who are just like Amamiya from Japan. You know, I would like to see a lot of them kind of maybe trying to challenge green tea. You know, obviously Enhance for Tetris Effect Connected. As I mentioned, another way to play the game as well. My Play Watch, we've seen already there with the Tetris watch that you can play as well. Oh, that's right. And also, speaking of going back to Enhance, they just announced Luminous Arise.
Yeah, I heard of it.
I think it's the same like singer and music writers who wrote the song for that, like for Tetris Connected, right? Tetris Effect Connected. So, yeah.
I'm excited. Even Enhance makes beautiful.
And then Hyperkin, they've supported CTWC since the very, very beginning. So they basically help the Tetris communities around the world by, providing NES controllers and consoles as well. So
yeah, I mean, they have this modern Hyperkin controller that I was gifted from it by them, and I used to play Tetris Effect Connected. Heck, even at back in my hotel room, I hook up one of the controllers and I play TGM4 on it. Like Hyperkin, it's amazing.
Yeah, Total Radness, especially special shout outs to Steve DeLuca. Total Radness, I mean, they've been supporting CTWC for a very, very long time. They are one of the key people out there that helps make the regional events take place, and also the creator of the Goofy Foot controller, which if I ever tried to learn rolling, I think is the only way I can do. I don't know how people play with the controller upside down so that left is right and right is left. As I mentioned, I'm left-right dyslexic, and I think my brain would explode. So if I had a Goofy Foot controller, I think I could do the rolling much, much better. And of course the gummies that, they took the gummies away from us. I think they were tired of us chewing on them during the microphone.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, hold on, where are the gummies at?
But yeah, obviously created by the Power Bears here, and every year after year after year, we're just munching on those because they're really good. Honestly, they are really, really good. Have all the 7 Tetramino shapes and the special little bear shapes in there as well. And of course, Stand Up to Cancer, which if they can get up to $2,500, I know they have that NES.
Right, yeah, right
Oh, there it is. Wow, I turn around and there it is. And so you can see a special CTWC colored NES right here, signed by so many of the players and so many of the people responsible for this. You can see the names go all around this thing over here. And again, the NES changed my life, honestly, because I was in the 4th grade when it came out, and just what it allowed me to play all these games and stuff, and it's just one of the most beautiful consoles ever created. So obviously, Stand Up to Cancer, doing so much research, and again, even if you enter, donate some money and don't end up winning this thing, you are contributing to helping fight against cancer, which is just one of those things that has taken so many people from so many communities. I know for myself in the FGC, in the past 3 or 4 years, we've lost at least like 3 or 4 people, like prominent players, to cancer, and actually one of my really good friends. So obviously, please, if you can, donate to this cause. We'd appreciate it. Obviously, the Matcherino is there for you guys to also donate directly to the players as well. And of course, Red Bull, like I said, who has they've just been supporting so many different communities around the world, whether it's gaming, whether it's athletic sports or anything. And the biggest joy about traveling to all these different places is that you find out everyone everywhere. When you're in that kind of geek world, it's all the same thing. Everybody, the geek community at every place that I've been to are all the same. Everybody just loves, playing the games and just having fun and sharing it with other people. So traveling to all these different places has been amazing. Just like your modern Tetris touchscreen play over here.
Yes, I am moving a bit slower than I thought I would. So I don't know, my multiplier is just not great. Wait, hold on. Oh my god! This has happened like 3 times. I swear I'm decent at Tetris, guys.
Dude, people don't realize, like, as commentators and stuff, people are watching us play and get so self-conscious.
I mean, yeah, this first couple of times I've played it, this is my 3rd time playing it. Yeah.
Right.
So I think I'm doing okay.
I mean, I was telling the story to somebody else. I was so sad because at one point,